The Tallboy Experience.
What's happening? This is David Banner, and Tallboy's gonna give it to you. That's if you want to experience it. What's happening? Damn.
If you want the exclusive, you want the Tallboy, because he's gonna bring you the exclusive.
Hey, it's the Tallboy Experience, man. We're live on this red carpet for Birth of a Nation. I'm with David Banner. How you doing, sir?
I'm better than I've ever been in my life.
Birth of a Nation. Why did you come out with this?
Well, I'm hosting the event, first of all, so I'm getting paid. But more than anything, Nate Parker's a friend of mine. And I'm actually going to say some things tonight that are not on script, because I'm so sick and tired of every time a black man accomplishes something that they find a way to put shade on it. You know what I'm saying? Like when this man was, doing blockbuster movies for white folks, there were, things that he had done in the past were never a topic at all in white or black conversation. And now that we have, I believe, one of the most important films I'm going to see tonight, because I haven't seen it myself, had one of the most important films that I think of our generation, that they throw shade and our people accept it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really worry about how white people view it, because they historically have always tried to paint us a certain way. So I don't expect them to not do what they do. I expect us to react better.
Let me ask you this. What do you think of black films being portrayed, that we're seeing more black films being portrayed as slave movies?
Well, in this case, it's a little bit different. I think this is a slave movie that needed to be told, because there's aspects, like they never talked about the revolt aspects of it, because there have been successful black revolts, I think people, especially kids, need to know that slaves wasn't just taking no whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? So in this case, I believe that it's needed, but for the most part, I'm sick of slave movies too. You know what I'm saying? What about Mansa Musa? The richest man that's ever walked this planet was black, was African. Why can't we get those stories? But again, I don't believe that it's white people's responsibility to let us know about it. I believe that's our that's our responsibility. I thought it was amazing. It's so necessary right now. I think the thing that shocked me the most was there's so many parallels to what's going on in America right now. Perfect example, Kaepernick. This man is making a sacrifice, and then all his brethren, for the most part, are sitting around and watching being torn apart. And that's the thing that I thought about, when I watched the movie. This is so necessary. As much as we think this movie is about slavery, there's so many parallels to what we're going through today. I think about it as a leader myself. People sit around and they want you to make these ultimate sacrifices while everybody sit around and just watch you get torn apart. No matter how much you are led by the Spirit, and what I'll say is, the thing that I take away more than everything, everybody always talk about God. Everybody always talking about God, and if you really believe in God, you shouldn't be afraid to make that ultimate sacrifice if you know where you're going in the end. So, like for me, I think it's a very, very good example of what really needs to go on right now. And I love and I appreciate Nate. And the thing that I want to say more than anything to all these black folks that got something to say about Nate Parker, as long as this man was making films for white folks, making blockbuster films for white folks, this is his past he had done these things in college. Nobody had nothing to say. But as soon as this dude tries to make a film that means something and that's gonna pick black folks up, then not them, we have something to say about it. We need to support this film, and if we don't support this film, it ain't no need for us to say nothing about nobody. It's here now.
What do you think about better now?
Go watch this film. That's what we need to do. So like we start with all of these harsh things. The best thing you can do is support this man for making this film. I say the same thing with me. Go pre-order the God Box. That's what you can do for me. Because I'm being honest, the people that we give most of our money to are people that treat us the same way that our oppressors treat us. We around here calling and treating you like and these are the people that we support. But the people that love us and call us gods and goddesses, we leave them broken lonely. So support. Just support. All of this talking, like they killing black folks every day. You know, we went from hanging from trees to them shooting us. They went from white sheets to police uniforms. And another thing about that film, all of them slaves, I mean, the people who were going around rounding up the escaped slaves, those were the policemen of those times, and that's what the police force evolved into. So when all these people say the police system is broken, it's not broken. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. So at some point, like, black folks gonna have to wake up. And like, if they don't wake up, then you see what happens. You know, and I'll say another thing, as much as we go around and we want to be peaceful and we want to hold hands and we want to pray and forgive, I look at the fact that what praying and forgiveness is that news. This is where we are right now. You know, I always tell people all the time, you know, people always talk about Martin, bless his soul. I appreciate his legacy, but there was two choices we had, Martin and Malcolm. And we went with Martin and we saw what we got. We see where we are right now. We see where our children are right now. So it's time for black people to start making some better choices.
Think big, think tall, think tall boy.